Hello everyone, I'm going to be showing how to set up a soap cutter box. So you're going to have a screw, you're going to have a ring, going to have a measuring block, and that is the tightening nut. So all these components, I'm going to link them in the bio down below. They all come together and a little bit more too that the company gives you. I highly recommend it. The only thing is I will say you should make your own slicer instead of using the one the company gives you. I'm just showing you guys all the different stuff. And so first you put the ring in the screw, because when you just put as you can see, there's a divot there, and when you just put the screw there, it does kind of work. As you can see, it didn't fall through, but it's kind of unstable. It has more potential to fall through if you don't include the ring that the company provided. So just be careful, because you don't have extra. They just give you one of this, so you don't really want to go to a hardware store and try to find more, especially if you're somewhere far from one. So just be careful with ones they give you. Maybe buy extras from a hardware store just in case. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that too. But yeah, they only give you one. But yeah, I just put the ring through, and as you can see, it's more cross-sectional area, so it has less likely chance to fall through the other side. And you just want to turn it around by keeping your finger tightly on the screw head. So you just leave it up like that. I made the mistake of releasing my finger, and you're gonna see the issue that happens when you release your finger. So actually, maybe you can release your finger as long as you hold, but it's just harder. Just don't release your finger, okay? Don't do what I did here, because yeah, it fell. As you can see, it fell. So now I had to redo this simple process that should take 5 seconds, but now it's taking 20. So don't be like me. And yeah, I'm just doing it all over again, and boom, the screw fell. So I'm just putting it back in place, and now I'm making sure to keep my finger right on that screw head. And now I'm gonna put the measuring block right through it, and yeah. From there, I get my tightening nut, and I start to screw things in place. And it's pretty simple. You just keep screwing. Keep screwing. Honestly, that's once it's a little bit more tension of the measuring block on the soap cutter, you start to put the block where you want your soap length to be, width-wise, and that's what I decided. I decided that place, but as you can see from the numbers and the lines next to them, that's how you figure it out, so you can always have the same size, which is very key if you want to start selling things more commercially or online. You want to make sure all your blocks are the same size. I think that affects shipping too. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna demonstrate how to use this with different cutters without any soap first, and then I'm gonna show me using it with soap, so you can kind of see what it looks like as it goes down. This is the DIY soap cutter that I use using guitar strings. And the guitar string, you just basically use a sewing saw or whatever, or a coping saw. Yeah, use a coping saw, and you replace the saw with a guitar string. I made it a bit more so my own from the original video that I learned it from, because I wanted a wooden cutter to match with all my wood stuff. The original one was this red thing that I didn't really like how it looked. But this one, you just put it down, and it cuts it very, very smoothly. It's very lightweight, and it's very sharp. I might sell a ton of these soap cutters online one day, but it's actually really easy to make, so I just highly recommend you guys to just make it. I'll post a video on how to make it. One day I might start selling it sometime, someplace. But yeah, it's cheap, it's affordable, it's quick. So I'll also put a link in bio too on how to make that coping saw. But yeah, as you can see, the divots at the side helps your soap to be cut all the way through the bottom. So that's very essential because we don't want the bottom to be too much or too little soap. We just want it to be smooth. So this is actually the soap cutter that the company gave me. I don't like it because it pushes the measuring box to the left and it's too heavy, and it's also more dull. It still does the job, but actually no, it doesn't do the job with the soap cutter box because it pushes the measuring box to the left, and that's not good. So yeah, I just really prefer the DIY one. You can kind of see like how it is. It's just way better as it goes down, and it's way thinner. So yeah, and I'm just showing like the edges, or like the, how to explain it, like the width of it, so you can see the difference as they're close together. So the sharpness is like way different, as you can see. So I just highly recommend a DIY. And yeah, this is me with the DIY soap cutter, with my soap cutter box, and it's very, very good. As you can see, I didn't do a good job removing pieces of soap because it was very fresh. So as you cut, just make sure you remove pieces of soap, or you just wait a little bit more for your soap to be harder. If it's very like fresh and soft, so it's less of a mess. And then this is using the company's soap slicer, and it's just way harder cutting. You can kind of see like my hand wiggling, and I have to keep pushing the measuring block back in place. Also, don't mind the liquid on top of my soap. It's just glycerin beads that is usually extracted from soaps to make the soap. Like, it's a part of the process of soaps being detergents, which is not good for you. But yeah, homemade soaps, we keep all the good stuff in instead of taking it out to make more products like lotions and stuff from it. But yeah, anyways, I'm just cutting the soap, and as you can see, like, it's just pushing it back every cut, like a little by little, and we just don't like that, okay? I don't like it. It's not good. We just want things to just be smooth, not move, and that's why this soap cutter box has low ratings. So the low ratings is actually not because of the soap cutter box itself, it's because of the soap cutter the company provides does not work good with the soap cutter box. So people think that it's the soap cutter box that's the issue. No, because I made a DIY soap cutter and it works perfect for this. So just be mindful of that when you see all those bad reviews talking about the measuring block. Just know it's because the soap cutter provided it forces the measuring block to move, which of course will eventually break it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And that's the end. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Like and subscribe.